Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. What a night tonight was. October 6th, 2014. Let me take you through my day. Honestly, I went to work a little bit early. Most people know that when Raw is on, I wouldn't even be off of work yet by the time I'm making this video right now. But I got to come home today from work about 5 o'clock, and I got home about 5:20, 5:30, and I sat down to start watching Monday Night Raw. On my way home from work, I remember right as I was about to drive across the Watt Avenue Bridge, I looked at my phone and saw a tweet from none other than Jim Nye 686. A good buddy on here, and honestly, he was the first person and one of the only people that I saw put it out there, and he said that there was rumors of The Rock appearing tonight on Monday Night Raw, and I honestly thought that Jim was high as a kite. I thought that there was no way in the world that The Rock would show up tonight. We didn't hear anything about it. They didn't, publicize anything about it. This isn't WrestleMania. It's not Los Angeles. It's not Miami. It's not one of those cities where you would think that The Rock would just sort of show up sporadically out of the middle of nowhere. I thought that the dude was stoned. One thing led to another. I was sitting here watching wrestling, and I sort of got to the point where I didn't want to watch the show. The one thing that I was really looking forward to on tonight's show was the Big Show versus Alexander Rusev. And you can laugh and think that I'm not being serious, but honestly, go back and watch my video. I mean, if there's anything in WWE right now that's got me more fired up than anything else right now, it's the Mark Henry push. And I was really looking forward to seeing Mark Henry turn on Big Show, being Big Show to be the guy that almost comes so close to beating Rusev before it backstabs him in the back with Mark Henry, being jealous that he's not the guy who's going to be able to beat him, and basically flips out, and now that sets up Big Show versus Mark Henry. I think this is a pretty strong statement, but it's one of my favorite matches that's out there. I always love watching this every time I watch this show, and I talk about it a lot. It's Mark Henry versus the Big Show from Money in the Bank 2011. That's one of the matches that's on that show that solidifies that as being one of my favorite shows as a pay-per-view as a whole to watch. It's not quite SummerSlam 1991 because it doesn't have that feel. But, you got Punk and Cena. You got two Money in the Bank ladder matches. That's a real good match. And I can't remember what the World Heavyweight Championship match is on there, but I guess it would have to involve Randy Orton and somebody, I would guess. But that's a damn good show. Honestly, it'd be in my top 5, maybe even, I guess if it's in my top 5, it'll be in your top 10, dumbass, pay-per-views of all time. But basically, the kids wanted to go, and my wife was hinting that she wanted to go out, so bam, we hit the road, and we drive out. We get the Toby Keith's Bar and Grill here, and we had some dinner, and we were sort of sitting there. I was watching baseball on the big screen. I'd ordered some nachos. They weren't quite there yet at the table, and just talking about stuff, trying to figure out for my kids what they did on the day, and that's when the first tweet popped up. Boop, 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 boop. People started going bananas, and I have a lot of people's tweets sent to my phone where I don't have to open up Twitter. It just pops up on my phone like a text message, and man, people were going freaking bananas. And right there I had that feeling in my gut like, fuck, I missed it. I really missed it. You gotta be kidding me. Rock shows up. One thing leads to another. I've seen it now on YouTube now that I've got home, and I'm watching the Edge and Christian 15th anniversary special, which isn't that great, to be honest. I've got the 10th anniversary of SmackDown, which is a great documentary. It's a great DVD, and the 15th year anniversary, they're just sort of going over the same stuff, but just less. It's only an hour. Maybe someday I'll like it, but the highlight of it is definitely Edge and Christian. But wow. I mean, wow. Rusev and Lana come down to start a promo, and next thing you know, The Rock's music comes on, and he's, calling out people. He gets the big ovation that, The Rock would get for making a sporadic appearance. He gets a Derek Jeter chant. He brings up, giving props to the meatpacking district, which gets Lana all fired up, and one thing leads to another. Rusev and Rock start throwing blows inside of the ring. I got people asking me if you think Rock's gonna fight Rusev at WrestleMania, which I think is a long shot. This is probably more than likely just sort of a one-off thing that Vince probably wanted a little bit of help in the ratings department, trying to get a beef up on the NFL game, which is Seattle against Washington. I guess Alex Larson, my little buddy Edge is the best one, is fired up to watch this game. And I don't think many people out there are otherwise, but, looking at the score, this is a closer game than I thought it was going to be. But, of course, if Percy Harvin's 3 touchdowns don't get called back for the goose egg game, it's a different game. But, Washington was able to hold their own on Seattle today and make it a little bit of a better game. But, what do you know? I mean, wow. Wowzers. The Rock. I mean, this is one of the reasons I saw people tweeting, like, this is why we watch this crap every week. And this is why you don't go out when Raw is on. It's crazy. It's one of those moments that I'm not going to be able to say that I saw live. It's one of those things that I'm always going to have a story for, that I was sitting in a booth at Toby Keith's Bar and Grill, and The Rock came out there, and there was... I made this comment to my wife, who didn't have a happy face when I said it to her, but I was just like, all these fucking TVs in this bar right now, not one of them's on WWE. I couldn't believe it. You got at least 12 TVs on the baseball game. One was on like some show just talking about hockey, and the one that was on football was above my head. If I went like that, I could sort of watch it, but I was watching the baseball game and getting down with that, but man, oh man, what do you know? Peace out, everybody. I missed one. Get them next time.